Welcome to the Steve Ames Show with guitarist Sandy Renda, pianist Mike Yanuzzi, and my special guests, comedian Irwin Corey and entertainer Spatz Donovan. And now, on with the show. By mere bis du Shane, please let me explain. By mere bis du Shane means that you're grand. Again, I'll explain. By mere bis du Shane, it means that you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere bis du Shane. So kiss me and say you'll understand. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere bis du Shane. So kiss me and say you'll understand. Thank you. By Mir bis du Shane, written by Sholem Segunda, Saul Chaplin, and Sammy Kahn. And now here are the two mighty musicians at the guitar, Sandy Renda. And at the keyboard, Mike Yanuzzi. All the songs I will be singing on tonight's show have lyrics by Sammy Kahn, in honor of Sammy Kahn's centennial, because the great songwriter was born 100 years ago on June 18th, 1913 in New York City. His real name was Samuel Cohen, but as Sammy Kahn, he became one of America's top lyricists. With a career spanning the big band era, Broadway shows, and over 50 Hollywood movies of the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. Right now, here's one of Sammy Kahn's earliest hits, written with Saul Chaplin. I'd work for you, I'd slave for you, I'd be a beggar or a knave for you. If that isn't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. I gladly move the earth for you to prove my love, dear, and its worth to you. If that isn't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. With all the words, dear, at my command, I just can't make you understand. I'll always love you, darling, come what may. I'll give you my heart, what more can I say? I'd sigh for you, I cry for you, I tear the stars down from the sky for you. If that isn't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. With all the words, dear, at my command, I just can't make you understand. I'll always love you, darling, come what may. I'll give you my heart, what more can I say? I'd sigh for you, I cry for you. I tear the stars down from the sky for you. If that isn't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. Sandy Renda, what do you and Mike have for us musically tonight?
Beautiful song by Michel Legrand. This song can be done anyway. It can be done as a ballad. It can be done as a light Latin. We're going to do it with a nice, slow jazz groove.
And the title?
Watch What Happens.
Let's watch what happens. Let's hear it for Sandy and Mike. In 2009, I had the pleasure of taping a 2-episode retrospective on the career of our special guest. And tonight we're back here in his New York City home to honor our good friend, actor, comedian, and Professor Irwin Corey.
Hey, good to see you.
Let's hear it for Irwin.
Whee! Yahoo! Yahoo! Dynamite!
Well, Irwin, how are you feeling?
Miserable.
Really? You look good. You look good.
I look good, yes. That's because these bifocals were given to me by the Veterans Administration. That's the only thing that they give people today. They don't give them a feeling of wanting to be alive. They put you down in such a way. After all, let's face it, if they can draft civilians to go into an army to kill people, they can draft the doctors also and pay them the same money that they pay the civilians who work to kill other people.
That's right. That's right.
Draft the doctors.
Draft the doctors. That's right.
Yes.
Now, Irwin, you have a big birthday coming up in July.
Well, it's not so big.
Well, you'll be 99 years old.
I would have passed 99.
That's right. July 29th, you will celebrate your 99th birthday. And you were born in 1914 in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York.
Absolutely. And you've lived all your life in New York, I understand.
That's it, practically.
Absolutely. You did go to visit California on occasion, right? To make some
On occasion
movies?
in California, on occasion in Europe. I went away in Europe. I entertained the military in France, in England, and in Italy.
Oh, so you did some USO tours?
I did.
That's
I did a
wonderful.
USO tour during the war, and I was in the Philippines with a play called Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
And I would play the part of Ali Hakim. I have a grandson who went to the school, and they put on a play called Oklahoma, and he played the same
The
part
same
that I
role. The same role.
Wow.
Of course, that's the great Rodgers and Hammerstein
See how
show.
history repeats itself?
What a memory you've got. You did your first Broadway show, I understand, in 1938, Pins and Needles. That was your first show.
That was my first show.
First Broadway show. And your most recent Broadway show was in 2004, Sly Fox.
Yes.
I think that's a
And
record.
all these newspapers said that I captured the scene that I was in.
You were very good.
I was the highest paid actor in the place per word.
Really?
I had 17 words. I had about 8 words in the whole show.
And what part did you play in Sly Fox?
I played the part of the court clerk.
Do you remember some of your dialogue from that show?
Oh yes, I only had a few words.
17 lines. Let's hear our 17 words. Let's
My
hear.
first word was, after listening to what was going on, Dreyfus, who played the judge, says, "Did you get all that?" I said, "Some." And then I went to dip my pen into the ink, and I dipped it. It took me a half hour to get it out of the inkwell.
And of course, Irwin is talking about the wonderful actor Richard Dreyfuss, who was the star
Well,
of the
Richard
show.
is a very, very clever man, and very, very talented. And he's also a very progressive guy.
Right.
Very progressive.
So he's one of your good friends.
Yes.
And we've got some pictures to show of you with some of your good friends. Here's a picture of you and Susan Sarandon.
Yes, we got some of those.
She's a good friend. And here's another picture of you with Larry Storch, the comedian from
Oh,
F
you
Troop.
saw Larry Storch?
Well, there's a picture of you and Larry Storch
Yeah.
that we're showing right now. And let's introduce another good friend, entertainer extraordinaire, Spatz Donovan. Let's hear it for Spatz.
Hey, another friend.
Spatz, what's the good word?
Well, I sing and dance, wear baggy pants, a million disguises, light on foot, sleight of hand, full of surprises, shave and a haircut, 2 bits. No, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be with, are you kidding? To be here with Irwin Corey, my buddy? Boy, we had some fun throughout the years.
Now, I understand you saw a good show the other day, a good film.
Are you kidding? This just absolutely sensational.
Tell us about it.
Oh my God. This Gordon Stone director, he's a super friend of the family, or Irwin's family. He got it in his head to come up with this imaginative idea, and he put it onto film. And it took a while, and he put it in the oven, cooked it, baked it, and it came out like a masterpiece. As a matter of fact, it was a testament to his entire persona.
Now, this is a
his
film
life.
entitled Irwin and Fran,
Irwin and Fran.
about Irwin and his wife.
Well, yes, that's right. Fran, his wife, who is also a lovely, wonderful woman. Of course, Fran stole the picture. I mean, Irwin was just like the sidekick. I mean, Fran was the main attraction.
Well, that's great. And where can people see this film?
I'm only kidding.
I
you,
know,
really.
they're both great.
But
where can people see this film?
They can. Well, it won the Harlem People's Film Festival, and now I understand they have offers to take it other places, and it's about Irwin Corey, tried and true.
Well, congratulations, Irwin.
And Steve.
I was
Irwin,
also in a play with Danny Kaye and
Danny Kaye, a play with Danny Kaye.
and also Betty Garrett.
Betty Garrett.
Two of them were in the play, and I was in it. I got the best review, better than Danny Kaye.
What was the name of that play?
It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you. Well,
And it was at the Latin Quarter. And you know what the price of the admission was?
well, was this in the 1940s?
1939.
39. So I'd say the price of admission could have been maybe $1.50 in those days.
25 cents.
25 cents. How do you like that? That's really amazing. Well, Irwin, it's just amazing that you did your first Broadway show in 1938, Pins and Needles, and your most recent Broadway show, Sly Fox, in 2004. I think that's a record for longevity. You did your first movie, How to Commit Marriage, with Bob Hope and Jackie Gleason in 1969.
And Jane Weinman,
Jane Wyman was
Leslie
also in
Nielsen.
that. Right.
All of them passed away.
You outlived them all, and you played the guru in that film. Some sort of
played the guru.
You were very funny. You stole the picture. He was very
and
funny.
Gleason said to him, he said, "That's right, Irwin. Boy, Irwin, you're the greatest, pal. Boy, are you the greatest.
That's right.
I'll zoom right to the moon."
That's right.
And Bob Hope said to Irwin, "Hi, no thanks to that memory, Irwin. You were chasing all the girls throughout the entire set and driving all of us crazy. No thanks for that memory. I'll tell you. Thanks for the memory. I thank you so much.
That's great.
Irwin Corey, I'll get. That's right, Irwin. We love you, pal."
Impresario, it is written, when the most humble enjoy the fruits of wealth, then the wealthy become richer in the poor of poverty, then the development of those who retrogress feel that the umbilicals upon those who tranquilitize, and therefore, many times over.
Superior wisdom from a superior mind.
Well, Irwin, your most recent film, I believe, was The Curse of the Jade Scorpion with Woody Allen.
Woody Allen, yeah.
And what did you play in that film?
I played a blind man who was really not blind.
Did you enjoy working with Woody Allen?
What?
Enjoy working with Woody Allen.
Yes, Woody Allen, wonderful man, but very cheap.
Charlie, you gotta help me with this. Really, keep your ears open. Anything you hear, I gotta know. It's very important to me, okay?
50. You must be desperate.
You know where to reach me. Keep eating the carrots. I think they're working.
That's very, very funny. Now, on television, you worked with all the greats. You were on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Yes,
You did a special, I believe, with Martha Raye.
yeah.
And then many, many times on the Steve Allen Show.
And on the Johnny Carson
And
show.
on the Johnny Carson Show.
Jack Parr show.
Jack Parr.
Merv Griffin.
Merv Griffin.
Mike Douglas. Pat Boone.
Joe Franklin, too.
Oh, Joe Franklin many times.
That's
In
great.
fact, I was on the show with Joe, and there was a friend of mine on it also, who opened up a nightclub. And I said on the nightclub, the first 100 people come in free.
Oh, boy. On the Joe Franklin Show, you said that. Oh, that's really great. So that's a lot of-
Everybody on Joe Franklin's show was the greatest.
I was on the Joe Franklin Show, too. And Joe is still a very good friend of ours. But I think
Oh,
that
yeah, Joe,
on the
I love
Steve
Joe.
Allen Show, you appeared many, many times. I've seen some of those clips. You enjoyed working with Steve Allen.
Yes, I did.
He was a good straight man to you.
Steve Allen was finally fired from his job on NBC for the simple reason that he went to Vietnam with his children, and he said there was no war going on. The people in the south part of Vietnam would get weapons from the United States government, and in the evening, they gave it to Viet Cong.
And he made that remark. That's very, very interesting.
And they kicked him off.
That's
So
right.
he opened up his own show, which was very successful.
Oh, he was a very talented man.
It defies categorization beyond the fact that he's called the world's foremost authority. Here he is, Professor Irwin Corey.
Is there any film in this thing? Is the audience on film? What is any modern dance? What a form of Why not?
You also acted on television sitcom with Phil Silver, Sergeant Bilko.
Yes, I played Chester J. Hilton. And Neil Simon wrote the script.
That was a very funny episode.
Yes, it won an award.
Probably an Emmy Award, probably. So that's wonderful.
Hey, Sonia, how about a dime for a cup of coffee?
Will you please leave? We don't allow soliciting in here.
I beg your pardon, I'm not a solicitor. I'm a customer.
Well, what do you want?
A dime for a cup of coffee. And I wouldn't eat here now if you asked.
What are you waiting for?
A dime for a cup of coffee.
Well, Irwin, I want to wish you continued success, continued good health, and thank you so much for being a guest on my show and gracing us for the third time around.
And you know, Steve, I just want to say thank Irwin for all the joy he has given to people all around the world, because he's an amazing human being, not only in person, but on stage. He's electrifying because he's unique.
That's true.
There's nobody like him, and he's just magical on stage.
Absolutely.
But he said nobody likes me.
Everybody loves you.
Everybody loves you.
Thank you, Irwin Corey. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you
thank
for
you,
coming.
Spatz.
Thank you so
Good.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Sammy Cahn had an amazing career in Hollywood. He won 4 Academy Awards for Best Song. Those songs were 3 Coins in the Fountain, with music by Julie Stein, and All the Way, High Hopes, and Call Me Irresponsible, with music by Jimmy Van Heusen. Sammy Cahn had a long friendship and association with Frank Sinatra. And here's one of the first songs he wrote for Sinatra, with music by Julie Stein. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week, 'cause that's the night that my sweetie and I used to dance cheek to cheek. I don't mind Sunday night at all, 'cause that's the night friends come to call. And Monday to Friday go fast, and another week has passed. But Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. I sing the song that I sang for the memories I usually seek, until I hear you at the door, until you're in my arms once more. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. I sing the songs that I sang for the memories I usually seek, until I hear you at the door, until you're in my arms once more. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. In the 70s, Sammy Cahn did a one-man show on Broadway, singing, playing the piano, and telling stories about his songwriting career. In 1985, I had the great pleasure to meet Sammy Cahn when he did the show in West Orange, New Jersey at the Northfield Y, and we're showing some pictures now from that occasion. So we close our Sammy Cahn Centennial celebration with a song he and Jimmy Van Heusen wrote for the Warner Brothers film Robin and the Seven Hoods, introduced by Frank Sinatra. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of people too. People who smile at you, and each time I roam, Chicago is calling me home. Chicago is one town that won't let you down. It's my kind of town. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of razzmatazz, and it has them there jazz, and each time I leave, Chicago is tugging my sleeve. Chicago is one town that won't let you down. It's my kind of town.